Alright guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since my last Rainbow Six Siege video once again, and I do apologize for that, but the weather has been nice. I've been very busy. I was at the festival this weekend and everything else, and I just wanted to give YouTube a little bit of a break, but I will try to start making videos more frequently once again once the Phantom Sight new operation hits Rainbow Six Siege today. But today I wanted to go over everything we know about this current, or this, it's not yet current operation, but the new operation that is going to drop today, and I will go over the basic ones very fast as possible. I will mostly focus on the operator balancing and such, and also we will cover the patch notes addendum that was released I think a couple of days ago. So I'm aware that you know who are the new operators. The Knock is the new attacker and Warden is the new defender. I'm sure that these infos have been out for so long that I'm sure everyone knows what they do. If you don't, I will not actually talk about them in this video, but you will find a lot of videos about them here in YouTube. Also, we are getting Cafe Dostoevsky as a map rework, and the map rework actually looks fine. I haven't played it because I don't play on PC, so I don't have access to technical test server, but the map looks very good, and it looks like an upgrade to its last or previous form. Next up, the reverse friendly fire is also active, and I think they are going to improve it with somehow. And the reverse friendly fire it's a good system in my opinion. It can do a little bit of work, but it needs a little bit of work, but as a whole it's a good system. And also ranked playlist is going to be updated. There's only going to be bomb in there, so yeah, if you are wanting to play secure area or hostage, you need to hop onto that casual playlist. The shop is getting a new front, Legion is getting elite, of course we're getting seasonal weapon skins, and also season 2 brings us operator price decreases, so that's actually very good. Valkyrie and Blackbeard's prices will be 10,000 renown, while Alibi and Maestro are going to be 20k. So that's good. But also, let's move on to the operator balancing tab. So Glass, I know most of you guys know everything about these changes, but I will quickly go over these. So Glass is getting nerfed pretty hard. So the OTS 03 optic will require players to stand still to clearly see through smoke. In order to use OTS 03 scope at maximum efficiency, Glass players will now have to stand still. Moving in any direction will progressively cause the bright yellow color to fade out. Intensity information is displayed on the side of the scope. So Ubisoft actually said that they wanted to make this change because they wanted to have Glass as the sniper role, and Glass, especially on higher ranks and on PC, Glass is a very strong fragger, so they wanted to limit his fragging capability with this change. Also, Finka is getting her adrenal surge clears the tinnitus from explosives, so that's always good. That's a small buff that it doesn't really matter that much, but it's something for her. Smoke is getting that Vortex optic added for FMG9, and Vortex is that holographic sight what is on the Mozzie's P10 Ronai SMG, and also since Knock shares the FMG9 with Smoke, she is getting that optic as well, and it's a very clean optic in my opinion. And also the Desert Eagle will have muzzle brake and also suppressor, so that is very interesting. And there, once again, I will leave every single patch notes down in the comment section and also in the description if you want to check all of these out. But that's basically it for the main patch notes for this operation. And once again, I wanted to go over these as quickly as possible, so I will not go too much into detail with them. If you want, you can read them by yourself, or you can find more detailed videos here on YouTube. But since I'm so late with this basic knowledge or info, I'm not gonna go over in depth too much with these, since you guys probably already know this. But let's move on to the patch notes addendum. So the patch notes addendum was actually released just yesterday, which is good because I'm only a day late, as I'm always late with this. But anyways, let's move on to the gameplay tab and balancing changes. First, we have Stealth Gauge. Vigil's Cloak and Caveira's Silent Step now use the same Gauge behavior system that we have introduced with Knock, meaning that all three abilities can be activated at any time, even while refilling, if about 20% ratio. And they go about saying this, that we have unified the Stealth Gauge system to maintain gameplay clarity and consistency. So while the TTS was active, Knock could activate her cloaking ability whenever she wanted if it was refilled by over 20%. But now Caveira and Vigil can do the same, which is good, and I think that's the way it should be. Frost is getting slight nerf, and they are going to reduce her welcome match HP to 66 down from 100. And they say that by reducing the health points of Frost traps, we aim at making them easier to destroy. At 100 HP, we felt Frost mats were sometimes too hard to destroy, and we want cautious players to be rewarded accordingly. And I think that they made this change simply for the fact that players vault over something and try to shoot these Frost mats, and it sometimes can take 3 to 4 shots to destroy them, depending on the weapon you are using. So now it should only take 2 shots, which is much better, and I think they aim for that. And next up is quite weird. Kaid's barbed wire will be swapped for the Nitro Cell. We are replacing Kaid's barbed wire for the Nitro Cell after reviewing Kaid's performance and player feedback. By adding the C4 to his loadout, we hope to make him more versatile and to up his pick rate. So that's weird, because for me this is a nerf to Kaid, because he had the Electroclaws and he could electrify his barbed wire as well as the reinforced walls at the same time with just one Electroclaw. And now he doesn't have those, so he will be depending on like Bandit or something to work with him with those barbed wires if they want to prevent drones and everything else. So, and Ubisoft is trying to say this as a buff, because they said that by adding the C4 to his loadout, we hope to make him more versatile. So they see this as a buff, but actually I see this as a nerf to my main man Kaid. I was about to say main, he's not my main. But anyways, speaking of mains, I'm not a Pulse main, but I do like Pulse a lot, so I'm quite happy about this change. Pulse's cardiac sensor unequipping time is decreased down to 0.65 seconds, down from 0.8 seconds. And they say that by increasing the swap speed of Pulse's gadget, we are trying to make Pulse's gadget a bit more appealing and comfortable to use during a round. Following a community feedback on the change over the course of the TES, aka test server, we feel 0.65 is a good middle ground. So now if you see someone, if you get some information about with that Pulse's sensor, you can act on it a little bit faster, which is good. I think that's a good change. And also, finally, Twitch is getting nerfed, because since Ashe lost her ACOG, Twitch has been basically in every round. Her pick rate is ludicrous, her win rate is ludicrous, and she needed something. And what she got is that her F2 assault rifle recoil was increased. We have increased the recoil of the F2 assault rifle. As an operator with one of the highest performance and pick rates, having one of the most powerful weapons in her hands made her a bit too powerful. To address this, we've increased the recoil of the FAMAS based on feedback and will continue monitoring for future changes. So if Twitch still is going to outperform most of the attacking operators, they say what they mean by monitoring for future changes means that they are going to nerf her more if needed, which is good, because Twitch has been kind of crazy lately. And I haven't even tried that recall myself, since I don't have access to TTS, but it's a lot of recoil, but it's mostly vertical. So if you are good with controlling vertical recoil, it should be fine. It's not something like SNG 11 and 12 where it bounces all over the place. It's mostly vertical, but it's quite high. So try to learn that new recoil system if you still want to use Twitch effectively. And the rest of the patch notes are just basically bug fixes, and one of the most exciting ones are the sound propagation changes, which I've had a lot of problems with sound lately. Footsteps disappear sometimes and everything else. They just not left sounds right and everything else. So hopefully that this addresses it. Also they are talking about exploits, player experience, bug fixes, gameplay bug fixes, operator bug fixes. So there's a lot of stuff in this addendum as well, and also level design fixes. So if you want to actually check all of these out, once again I will leave the link down in the comment section and also in the description, as I always do with these. So that's basically it for me, and I know that this took once again almost 11 minutes. Well, it's going to be over 11 minutes, but I still want to talk about one thing, because dropshotting is actually going to be back alongside the new operation. We are aware that players can dropshot with the season update and are working on a fix to be released during the season. So the toxic dropshotting will be back at least for a while. Hopefully they will fix this very quickly, but I don't know. But that's basically it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching once again, and I do apologize for not being active here on YouTube, but I will try to improve on that. The weather has been nice here in Finland, so I've been having a lot of fun with that. But I will try to keep you guys more informed, and hopefully I will get my motivation back for this channel. And that's basically it. Thank you guys once again very much for watching, and hopefully you guys will have fun with this new season. I will probably make a video tomorrow about these operators. I don't have a season pass, so I will not be able to give my opinions about these operators until 1 week later on June 18th, but my first impressions while playing against or with them probably will be coming tomorrow. I don't know, let's see. But thank you guys once again very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.